What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is Memphis League Challenge round number 3. And on the left, we have Taylor Mitchell. And I'm assuming she's playing, yep, there's Frogadier in her hand. And of course, she's playing her Greninja deck, which she has played and loved forever, which we do see her get a mulligan. And on the right, we have Jonathan, and I am not sure what he's playing. I did see a water Pokemon in its active spot, but I'm not sure what exactly it is. So both players are going to go sit up here, and we're going to see what is going to happen. Can Taylor get a victory with her Greninja deck, or will Jonathan take it instead? All right, so we see Taylor get a good shuffle, and Jonathan will get one extra card thanks to the mulligan. And let's see, does Taylor find a base Pokemon or not? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 looks like nope. She gets another mulligan. I saw a Greninja break. And I wonder if she runs Talonflame. I think there's sometimes she runs Talonflame. Some weeks she doesn't run Talonflame. She kind of like goes back and forth of do I play it or do I not play it? And that's like overall. Sometimes, Greninja does have Talonflame. Sometimes we'll see it without Talonflame. And here it is, attempt number 3. Can Taylor find a base Pokemon? I see 2 waters, Greninja break. And that is a third mulligan for Taylor. Wow. Alright, so maybe she's not playing Talonflame because she hasn't hit a basic yet. But maybe those Talonflames, maybe those Froakies are hiding. Who knows? Maybe she's not playing any Froakies in her Greninja deck. That'd be really strange, but I don't... no, she definitely plays it. But gonna get a good shuffle. Right now, Jonathan does get 3 extra draw cards. So here we go. Attempt number 4. Can Taylor find a base Pokemon or not? So I'm going to get set up here. I'm going to get 7 new cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And does she find one or not? And nope. Another mulligan. So that's mulligan number 4. How many times will Taylor mulligan before she finds a base Pokemon? Now we know she plays Bursting Balloon. We know she plays Greninja Break. I'm pretty sure I saw her Ace Trainer. So looks like right now just a very straightforward. So here's attempt number 5. Can Taylor find a Pokemon, find a basic Pokemon, not a Pokemon, a basic Pokemon? Alright, so hey, there's Talonflame. So she does play the Talonflame version of the deck. She has an Ultra Ball, so she can grab a Froakie. And I'm going to get 6 prize cards out. And let's see what is going to happen. Who's going to win this game? Is it going to be Jonathan or Taylor? So Jonathan does get like 4 extra mulligans, it looks like. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 all going to his hand. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's see, what is Jonathan going to play here? Let's see. I think they're just waiting for the round to start, and it's crazy. Maybe somebody else has mulligan a bunch, but here we go. And we see a Memphis from Jonathan and a Talonflame from Taylor. Talonflame does have that, not Arrow Blitz. Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but there we see a what is it called? I can't remember Talonflame's ability, but it lets you put it down in your act spot if you do start with it. But we see Jonathan is playing a Primal Kyogre deck. He has the Kyogre down with the Spearling, with the Water Pulse that has started. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. A giant Water Pool for 140. Return 2 Water G. Attach this Pokemon to your hand. And let's see what else does Jonathan have. Does he have a Hoopa, maybe? There's a Water G going to the bench. Kyogre EX. Okay. And the Memphis does give free retreat to our Pokemon who have Water G attached to it, which is really nice. I imagine that's why it's there. Of course, Trainer's Mill, we see a Max Elixir, I see a Regice, and a Water Energy. So we see a Max Elixir, and maybe Jonathan gets this turn to Primal Kyogre swinging. That'd be pretty crazy. We see Regice, I saw Mr. Mime to prevent bench damage. Of course, there's VS Seeker, as you saw right there. And yeah, that Mr. Mime is very cute. It prevents Pokemon's attacks to hit your bench. Like, Fright Night Evolve couldn't hit your bench EX Pokemon, which is fantastic. And I imagine that's why he plays in his deck. So we see Max Elixir, going to look at the top cards of his deck. There's a Rough Seas, and a second card is a Water G. Going to put on that Kyogre. Now, he's already... Has he searched his deck? I know he has not. So he could potentially, like, Max Elixir, look to see what was in his deck before, like, just automatically grab the water to maybe see what's prized just a little bit. But looks like it is going to Ultra Ball. Let's see. Oh, Taylor's gonna read Kyogre. Make sure she knows what this monster is going to do. Can Giant Whirlpool knock out my Talonflame turn 2 in the Eshners? Yes. Talonflame only has 130 HP, and this can easily knock it out turn 2. So let's see what Jonathan does here. Looks like he has an Ultra Ball because he's trying to decide which 2 cards to discard. Okie dokie. And let's see what he does. Oh no, just pass on to Taylor's turn. Now Taylor does top deck a dive ball, so Taylor can Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards from her hand, grab a Froakie, dive ball for another Froakie, and have 2 down just in case Jonathan does decide to license or 1 up. We'll see a Bursting Balloon, which I don't know where you put the Bursting Balloon. If you actually see it, the Frogadier with the Aqua Shower, I think that's what it's called. It does 20 damage to all Pokemon in play, which can then license her and do a Moonlight Slash to knock out Garbodor, which I imagine that's why she's playing it. She has a Bursting Balloon. She can either put that on the active and Aero Blitz this turn to search her deck for any 2 cards, which would be like a Froakie. Or she can Ultra Ball for another Frogadier. So why did you go into the bench? Okay. And is she going to pass right now? A Bursting Balloon. And we might just see a pass from Taylor. Not even going for the Aero Blitz. She might Juniper, but she's just going to pass. Alright, so on to Jonathan's turn. Let's see what's going to happen. Now remember, Water Pulse only does 30. But if Jonathan gets his Primal Kyogre out, it has the Alpha Growth ability or trait where you can attach 2 energies to it. And you could potentially knock out this Froakie next turn. So what does Jonathan have in his hand? Now I know I saw a Lysander there, but does he have a way to get this Primal Kyogre powered up? So a switch instead of Kyogre, okay. Does he find a way to get a Primal Kyogre, 2 energies, a Lysander, knock out that Froakie, and prevent Taylor from evolving? He does have a water energy in his hand. He could go for Water Pulse for 30, maybe put it to sleep and make it stick in the active spot. Looks like 3 water usually active. Okay. Looks like I can't see what his cards are really. Oh, okay, he has Primal Grotto for sure. So we see Ultra Ball. Go and discard 2 cards from his hand. He already has a Primal in his hand though. I don't know if I would attach straight away. Discards a Lysander or Rough Seas. And let's see, does he grab a Shaman? Now if he grabs a Shaman, what he could have done was put down the Rough Seas, Lysander the Froakie, put the Primal Kyogre in the active spot, and wait to attach that Water Energy because Alpha Growth only lets you do it once you attach that 1. So you can attach but 2 potentially at the same time, but you can't do it like at weird times. So Shaman going to his hand. Going to set up, looks like for 4 cards. Yeah, it looks like 4. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's a Primal Kyogre in his hand, unless I'm crazy. Now he might want to Water Pulse this turn, and that's why he's not Prime Evolving. There we see Water Pulse do 30, and put it to sleep. And Taylor's going to flip in its head, so Talonflame will wake up. Alright, so on to Taylor's turn. She has an Ultra Ball, so she can discard 2 cards, grab a Frogadier, and start using Water Duplicates. So discards the Aqua Shower. I think it's called Aqua Shower. It looks like it says Aqua Shower from here. But discards a Greninja and a Water Energy to grab a Frogadier. And we're going to see some Water Duplicates. So Frogadier coming down. We'll see Water Duplicates, search for 3 Frogadiers, put that on her bench. Okie dokie. And let's see. Yeah, I imagine that's what we'll see. Some Water Duplicates, get out 3 Pokemon. Okay, she has a Sycamore, but you definitely hold on to it. And I imagine with this Trainer's Mail, she's looking for a Burst Balloon. There's an Echo Arm in her hand, which she's not going to grab, but she does play Echo Arm to get back those Burst Balloons. So retreat to Frogadier. We'll see Water Duplicates, search for 3 Frogadiers most likely. So let's see how many are prized. There's that's a Ranger. That's not a Frogadier. So 1, 2, and it looks like the third one might be prized. Yep, it looks like she did prize a Frogadier. So just gonna get those 2 Frogadiers out. And now onto Jonathan's turn. And now can he put pressure on this Taylor? He could put a Water Energy on the active. Prime Evolve and Tidal Storm for the knockout. Now, unfortunately, there's no EX on Taylor's bench, so he can't take the full force of it. But we'll see a Kyogre Spirit Link. Maybe that was a Kyogre. No, there's no way he would. If he had a Kyogre in his hand, he would have put it down the last turn, I imagine. Or maybe he doesn't have the Primal. Maybe I'm crazy, and he doesn't have the Primal at all. And I'm like, oh, he does have the Primal, but he never did. But I wonder if Jonathan has an in, and he's like deciding not to play it. Just thinking, hey, Taylor doesn't have anything. I'm not going to play my in. I mean, I don't know if she does or not. But see Tails on the sleep flips. So that Frogadier is sleep. We see Water G. She could put down on the bench Frogadier. Or maybe want to talent flame to Arrow Blitz, which seems great as well. So no, just Sycamore, discard her hand, draw 7 new cards. And can she find a Greninja to wake up this Frogadier? And there's a Greninja. Now, if I'm Taylor, I might retreat and go for an Arrow Blitz to search for 2 cards out of my deck. But she's going to put the Burst Balloon on the active instead. Okay. Another Froakie coming down as well. And we're going to see a Moonlight Slash for 80. Leaving that Kyogre with 100 HP left if she picks that Water Energy up, which I imagine she will pick it up. Okay. Oh, she has attached return either, which is fantastic. So she can put a Splash Energy in the active. Moonlight Slash for 80 and making it where, hey, if you knock me out, this Frogadier is returning back into my hand. Alright, so yeah, we're going to see Moonlight Slash for 80. And on to Jonathan's turn. Can he play a support card? He hasn't played one yet. But like I said, he might have an in his hand and has been just opting not to play it because he thought Taylor was dead drawing. There's a Water G in his hand. Okay. There's a Primal Kyogre, and I know he just top deck a Water G, so he has a Primal Kyogre in his hand. Let's see what else does Jonathan have. Does he have a Water G? Does he have a supporter card? He does have Free Retreat, so he could Free Retreat the other Kyogre if he wanted to as well. Okay. So let's see. What does he decide to do? So, does he have energy? I mean, I think he does have energy for sure, right? I thought I saw him top deck one. Maybe I didn't. Maybe he top decked the Primal. Oh, no, there's Water Energy. Alright, so Water Energy is the active, okay. So now he can do Tidal Storm, do 150 to the active, but he will get hit for that, the damage to the bench. I never see a Primal Kyogre coming down. I'm pretty sure he just put down that Kyogre this turn, though. Pretty sure he just put down the Kyogre this turn, though. So via Seeker, let's see what he decides. Does he have any supporter cards in discard pile? He's got a Lysander, bring up a Talonflame, okay. And he's got a Tidal Storm, but I'm pretty sure he had just, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe he didn't put down that Kyogre. Maybe it was last turn he put down the Kyogre, but I'm pretty sure he did. But the Primal Kyogre will take a knockout on that Talonflame, getting rid of the Burst Balloon off the Greninja as well. So on to Taylor's turn, let's see. That Primal Kyogre has like, what, 140 HP left? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 160 HP left. So Taylor cannot knock it out unless she finds like multiple Greninja breaks. So go see a via Seeker for Sycamore, discard her hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, there's a Burst Balloon, I see an Inner Retrieval, and no Greninja breaks, unfortunately. And not even a Greninja either, so Burst Balloon the active. And because she has Shadow Stitching, bringing that Primal Kyogre up to 120 HP, and make it where it does not have Free Truth on Manaphy, which is actually, it might actually be a fine play. So yeah, I'm fine with just like Moonlight Slash here. Just making it where your opponent can't retreat this turn. And no, she's gonna go for okay, nope, a Moonlight Slash for 80, bringing that Primal Kyogre up to 160. Now, if he does decide to attack, that will be, no, it's not actually a knockout. It'll be 220. So he's not gonna take a knockout. Taylor's not gonna take a knock on the Burst Balloon. So on to Jonathan's turn, it looks like he might have another Via Seeker for Lysander. No, there's Sycamore's hand, so he can Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. And he needs to find double Water Energy and potentially a Rough Seas as well. So 7 new cards coming to his hand. And does he find a Rough Seas and then 2 Water Energies to attack for this turn? Alright, we're going to see that hits what he discarded, an Escape Rope, some other stuff as well. Now, he could have maybe played the Escape Rope, set up a Frogadier, take a knockout. But I think you want to deal with this Greninja in the act spot, especially since the Splash Ninja came back at Taylor's hand. So a Spirit Link, go to the bench. Okay. And do we see two water energies come down or not? Um, so let's see. Does he find a double water energy? It does not seem like it. If he did, I imagine he would have slapped it down ASAP, saying, "Hey, I'm attacking this turn." But right now, it looks like we might see a pass. And yeah, we're gonna see a pass on to Taylor's turn. All right, so she top decks the Greninja break, and things are gonna start getting bad for Jonathan. She's got the inner retrieval in her hand as well, if I remember correctly. So yeah, inner retrieval. She can put two water energies in her hand. She can like giant water shuriken, moonlight slash for the knockout. She can also like start hitting the bench like shamans and stuff. Oh man, so inner retrieval. Let's see, it has what 12, 160. And so what can happen is Taylor can moonlight. She can see a giant water shuriken hit the Manaphy for 60. I'd actually hit the Jirachi for or the Shaman for 60, just in case he does subject the rough seas. So burst one to the active, water energy, and we'll see Moonlight Slash for the knockout. Bringing it to 240 total. It's at 160 plus another 80. They will see an N? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think you'd rather an Ace Trainer. He did take a price card on a Talonflame, so now Taylor can put him down to 3, and Taylor can get 6 new cards. If Taylor can find, she needs to find more Greninjas, obviously. She only has 1 to play, but that 1 is doing so much damage, starting to 180, and then if she finds, Moonlight Slash, she can take a knockout by picking it back up her hand, and things are looking fantastic for Taylor. Jonathan cannot, he's been missing energies, that's the key thing. He hasn't been hitting his energies and getting that alpha growth, a trait off. So, both players will get a good shuffle. Taylor will get 6, and Jonathan will get 6. I mean, 3, sorry. They'll both get 6. So, let's see what's going to happen. Can Taylor find some more Greninjas or not? So, 1, 2, 3. I don't see in Taylor's hand, but I do see in Taylor's hand she has a Diaball, Ultra Ball as well. So, she's going to find double Greninja this turn. She's going to look to see what's all in there. And she might have... Okay, no, there's Greninja. She can Ultra Ball for another Greninja, and things are going to start looking bad for Jonathan. Taylor can potentially win next turn as well if she gets lucky. So Ultra Ball discards a Froakie and an N for another Greninja, and Taylor's going to have 3 Greninjas and 1 Greninja in the active spot, or Greninja break in the active spot. And man, if you're Jonathan, you got to be nervous, right? The only damage on the field is that 150 from the Greninja break. And Taylor can retreat a Moonlight Slash with the Greninja with no damage on it, making it where he cannot take a knockout this turn. And let's see, will she do that? Nope, just going to Moonlight Slash for the active, do an 80, going down to 4 prize cards. But next turn, Taylor can Giant Water Shuriken at the bench, Manaphy for a knockout, Lysander Shaman, Giant Water Shuriken, and another energy, a Moonlight Slash for the game. So on to Jonathan's turn, going to top deck an Ultra Ball, okay. Let's see, what does he have? Does he find double water or not? A water and a Mega Turbo, but then you got to be scared about Bursting Balloon. I mean, overall, like, you're just in a bad... I think Jonathan's just in a bad situation. Just staring down 3 Greninjas that are going to do so much damage while you have to just take one shots on these Pokemon. Now, if Jonathan played a Glaceon, this matchup would be a little bit different, but then Taylor will still have a Giant Water Shuriken, and then we know she plays the Ranger. We saw her discard that as well. Or not discard, I think she like threw it to the side. Well, Water Energy to the bench, Kyogre, okay. It's very interesting. You would think he would try to, unless he has double Mega Turbo in his hand, or maybe his hand's just so bad, he's just trying to get another Kyogre ready to go for the following turn. Oh no, that's the bad thing about Kyogre. It needs so many energies that it's so hard to set up. So Lysander, bring up that Froakie up saying, hey, I'm going to try to stall you out as much as I can. And we're going to see pass on to Taylor's turn. Now, unfortunately, since Taylor was Lysander out, Taylor cannot win this turn. It's like impossible, I'm pretty sure. Unless she plays like Escape Rope. So see Water Energy in her hand, she attaches to the Froakie. Retreat to the Greninja. So attach, retreat. She can Giant Water Shuriken that Manaphy. So yeah, Giant Water Shuriken the Manaphy for a knockout, going on 2 prize cards. There's a Diaball Greninja break, so Greninja break. She can play another Diaball for another Greninja break and have 3 breaks Oh, Lion. Oh, my goodness. You have to be scared of your Jonathan. Now you're staying on 2 Greninja breaks with the Shaman EX on your bench saying, hey, come knock me out. I'm ready for me to lose you the game. So see dive out for Greninja break. Now, if I'm Taylor, I'm definitely super rodding all those water Gs back into my deck. I just want those back in my deck. Maybe she's not going to super rod. I think you definitely super rod those water Gs back into your deck so you can reuse them if Jonathan does in you. So, no, Taylor's just going to pass on to Jonathan's turn, okay? So, Jonathan's going to draw a card. Taylor's not even going to retreat. She's like, yeah, I got this. Not even going to retreat. I don't care about retreating. You can knock him out Greninja break. I just need 2 water energies next turn, and I win. So, Brock's Grit. Gonna shuffle in 6 energy or up to 6 Pokemon water energies back into your deck. Okay. And let's see, what does he put in there? There's like a Mr. Mime, Kyogre, whatever. Mr. Mime does not prevent abilities. It only prevents attacks from hurting you. So Mr. Mime, not really that useful against Greninja. But if Taylor can find 2 water Gs, she can double Giant Water Shuriken, that bench Shaman EX, and win the game. And going 3-0 in this Memphis Elite Challenge with one more round left to go. It was a 4-round tournament. Yep. All right. So going to get a good shuffle from his Brock's Grit. And let's see what is going to happen. I think Taylor asked to see what a card did. She wants to see what Mr. Mime does, just to make sure. It's just bench barrier to make it where oh, maybe there's a question going on right now. But yeah, Mr. Mime does not prevent Greninja breaks abilities. It only prevents attacks, not abilities. If it did prevent abilities, everybody would play Mr. Mime in their deck. It'd be so good just to counter Greninja. Be like, yep, I got this Mr. Mime. It just kind of counters Greninja. Which, I mean, we kind of do get a new card from that. We get Giratina coming out here in a second, which does the same thing. But unless he does, Jonathan find 2 water Gs for this Primal Kyogre. I don't think so. I think we're just going to see a pass on to Taylor's turn. And if Taylor hits 2 water Gs, she will win by knocking out the Shaman EX. So pass on to Taylor's turn. I see a Via Seeker. Does she have Fisherman in the discard pile? She does have Fisherman. So Fisherman for 2 waters, water, and another water. We're going to see Retreat. So Giant Water Shuriken number 1. Retreat, Giant Water Shuriken number 2. And Taylor will go 3-0 with her Greninja Break deck. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Greninja Break versus Primal Kyogre. And there's one more round, round number 4 in the finals of the Memphis Elite Challenge. But thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.